Hello everybody, hello people on YouTube, hello people on reality. I'm not Koh-mæ-nee, I am Komeini. Hello everyone, hello. Yeah, here I am on YouTube. Hello. Well, it's been a very long while, Murty and Izzy, since last talking with you guys. And actually, since I last streamed, I think at the beginning of the semester, I thought I can stream at least twice a week, but gradually, as the semester proceeds, yeah, I just failed, kind of. So now, I do weekly streams, so usually I will appear on Saturdays. Yeah. And I am already so exhausted from the stuff that happened in school. And yeah, in earlier streams, I still have a lot of stuff to do. I still play games and I still create a lot of stuff. But now, usually my weekly stream is just catching up with you guys, updating each other, and yeah, to relax a bit. So yeah, as I've said on my title, on my YouTube stream, these days, I don't know why, what happened to my biological clock. Maybe because of, I don't know, stress or a little bit of tension, maybe. But these days, I wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning, way ahead of my alarm. I think I've set my alarm somewhere at maybe 6 to 7. Usually, I set up my alarm per 10 minutes so that it will keep ringing. But I have no idea why. These days, no matter how, when do I sleep, I still wake up at around 4 a.m. in the morning. I mean, in a sense, I do enjoy, the peace in the morning when the whole world is in silence, and then basically you can just enjoy the entire world on your own, and then yeah, you can make yourself food, you can think a bit on the stuff that you're not able to think about when there are too many noises. So yeah, there are a lot of benefits, but still my body is telling me that waking so early in the morning is not really good for my health. So now is what time is it now? Yeah, it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon, right? So I have already been awake for 10 hours. 10 hours. Yeah, 2 p.m. In the afternoon, and I'm really awake for 10 hours. And this morning, I'm actually quite glad because I've woke early, and hello Mr. Todd, hello, welcome to stream. How you doing so far? And this morning, what's happening is that because I woke up so early, right? And then it's really rare that I have high productivity in the morning. So I don't know why, but after I had my breakfast, and I just settle in front of my computer, and I just start writing on the proposal I have been mentioning before, right? Kigai, hello, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? So happy to see you guys again. We are 1 week apart. And that's too long for me. Oh wait, where was I talking about? Oh yeah, about this morning. So I woke up very early in the morning. Usually I was not instantly productive because when you just wake up, usually you want to after making breakfast, you want to look at your phone for a bit, or do a little bit of this and that, but never on the actual work that you have to start. But I don't know why, but maybe because of the weather is good. I don't know. But Sakul, hello, welcome to stream. How you doing? I'm doing good. Nice. I'm doing good today as well. So yeah. What was I again? Oh yeah, about what I was doing this morning. So it was surprisingly that I was quite productive. So I am able to sit in front of my computer, and then I turn it on, and then I open the file that I have been working on my proposal things that I have been mentioning about, and yeah, I just started working on it. And I think it kind of like is a self-fulfilling process, right? Like when you start working on it and then you see some progress, you believe that you were actually doing a good job, and that encourages you to work more on that. So yeah, and it turns out that eventually Salvator, hello, welcome to stream. How you guys doing? And then yeah, basically that's just happened to me this morning. And then when I was working, typing and then thinking on the model that I'm building, and then I just keep on typing, and then gradually I do see progress on it, and then it looks good to me, and it makes me feel better, and then I just keep going. And then yeah, like before the stream, I had a meeting with my professor, kind of like submitting the proposal to him. Like it's still not a very finalized version, it's still very sloppy, but I mean finally I can gather what I'm currently having in my mind in a more organized way, I think, and then more readable maybe. And then I finally submitted the stuff to my professor, and then we just had a meeting, and everything was so smooth. And I was actually quite glad about that, because like this particular project has stuck me for quite a while already. Like the initial thought is like really interesting, and then I have a lot of ideas on how to build on that, but it's not vivid. Like I do have ideas, but I can't really map them together, so they kind of like stuck. Like I was quite stuck for a while. But yeah. And basically that's how my Saturday morning is going. Well, yeah, so the consequence of that is that I am exhaustively thrilled. Like my brain is like kind of not in a very sharp mode right now, because I have been working on that for the entire morning, and I think it's a really good opportunity to let it rest a bit. Yeah. Streaming is always a very good place for me to wind down a bit, and chatting with you guys always just enlighten my day. I have no idea why, but it seems like my avatar on OBS Studio today is kinda laggy. Is it the case? Is it the case? Let me move myself a little bit left. It seems like the chat is blocking my avatar, but yeah. So basically that's my morning, and a little recap of what I've done in my week so far. But I bet you guys have already heard of that like a million times, because my routine remains the same. Everything is like quite the same. Still, I have long hours of lectures, and then long hours of teachings. And as I'm more, engaged in this school, and more like building a more, how do I say English? Forgive me, as I said, my brain is not functioning anymore. But yeah, like as I'm more engaging in the school and participating in more networks, kind of, in different research groups or like seminars or stuff, there are more and more stuff that I have to participate within the week, like beyond my lectures and beyond my teaching. So yeah, and that actually makes my schedule more horrible, like even more horrible, because like basically the original schedule I have is like, yeah, I do have lecture, I do have teaching, basically that's the baseline stuff, but still like in between them, there are still gaps that I can take a break or even like have some lunch. But now I barely have breaks in between, because like if there's like an hour between two stuff, usually there will be a seminar happening, or there will be like reading group or stuff, or a meeting or whatever, and that just slips in the gap, and I do not have any breaks anymore. So yeah, like these days I think I develop a habit, it's like you kind of have to be really charged at night when you have the opportunity to sleep and have some me time. And yeah, I have to utilize my weekend as well to relax enough in my me time, and also to charge up my social battery. I'm that kind of person. I'm not sure if you have heard of that MBTI stuff. So basically the first characterization of people is that are you an introvert or are you an extrovert? And one of the dimensions to characterize that is that for introverts, socializing drains your battery, but like for extroverts, socializing will like charge up your battery. And according to this definition, I'm definitely the former one. So socializing is like a nightmare to me, especially not with my friends. And because like I think I have kind of mentioned about that before, like when I'm like socializing with people, you have to talk with them, you have to interact with them, and the thing is, I have to pay so much attention to all of the single detail during the interaction. I have to pay attention to what they're talking about. I have to pay attention to the eye contact that we have, and I also have to pay attention to their facial expressions. Are there any hidden meanings in their words? Are they trying to refer to something that I didn't guess it correctly or stuff? And instantly, after all these like mental processing in my mind, I have to give out appropriate response, like be it facial expression, like kind of you do you have to show like empathy, or do you have to show happiness, and according to and about like your facial expressions. And then you have to think about, okay, if I am like showing I'm happy, should I laugh, or should I simply smile, or will that be too exaggerated or stuff? There are a lot of things that you have to consider. And then about the verbal part, and then you have to think about, okay, now what should you say? And that is so hard. And the thing is, you can't really think of that too long, so it's kind of like a intuitive response that you have to give it like right after you hear something. And that is so hard. Like I'm that kind of person, I value the words really much, in the sense that every single thing that I have spoken out, because I know the consequence of that, because I know that every single word that I have spoken out, I can't really take them back, because once the person have already heard of that, you can't really erase that, no matter how hard, you apologize or stuff, still, like, the memory would just stay. So I pay a very, very high attention to organize my words before I say them out. And I think one of the things why I do streaming is also because of this, because I think it's a really good opportunity, you know, to try to train my brain in terms of how to organize my thoughts and how to bring them to words. And there's like an extra difficulty in that, is that English is not my first language. So often if there are a lot of things that there are original meanings that intuitively, just comes out of my mind, but still I need to find a translation for that, or I need another way to express that in English. So yeah, there are a lot of constraints, but the main focus is that I'm just trying to, you know, draw a picture to you guys why socializing is really so hard to me, and really so mental demanding. Is that such a word? Or yeah, like mental capacity demanding. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Oh, thank you, Verdi. Yeah, so basically after the whole week, you know, you have to attend the lecture, you have to teach your students, and when you're actually teaching, you know, you like, I can't really stay in the Komeini style. I can't really just like say nonsense or like say whatever I want. And I can't just be as relaxed as I am right now and then be very unorganized and unprofessional. Like, because once you're in the academia, like be it teaching or be it like you have to present something or be it like attending a seminar or stuff, you have to be professional. And that's kind of a norm, because that is building your reputation, and that is like signaling how strong you are, how convincing you are, and why people have to listen to you. And and that drains a lot of my battery again. Because like, Komeini is just a cat. Like, Komeini knows nothing. Actually, Komeini is not strong at all. So yeah. And but throughout the weekdays, you know, when you are attending all these kind of stuff at school, you have to masquerade, like, yeah. Kind of. And yeah, so when it comes to weekends, when it finally comes to a period that you're able to have some me time, and it's actually not just like me time, not just time itself, but the environment, both like inside and outside, that you can like be purely alone and be purely, you know, safe to do whatever you want, or to express whatever you want, or to think whatever you want. And that is utterly charging for me.
Raise, hello, welcome to stream. Hello. How you doing?
I hope it's not too late for you today. I try these days, you know, during Saturday streams, I try to stream it a little bit earlier, but not too early. So that, because like sometimes I will be worried if I stream like earlier, that will be overlapping with like the dinner time with you guys. Yeah, so I hope like streaming approximately this time will be better for you guys.
How are you doing today?
I had an amazing day. So basically, I started my day at 4 a.m. today, because I have no idea why. I just wake up this early with no reason, like right ahead of my alarm. And then there's like another thing. I have no idea why that I was so productive this morning that I'm able to, you know, finish one of my proposals, and I've submitted that to my professor, and also we had a meeting and everything was so fine, and I was so happy. Yippee! Because I was stuck in that project for quite a while already. Like I have ideas, but they are like so messy that I can't really map them together. So yeah, I think this morning I had a like little tiny breakthrough, and I finally, you know, be able to tidy up the thoughts a little bit and type them up, which is good, which is good. And then right after the meeting, you know, and then I come to stream. Yippee! Perfect timing. I break my fasting at 7:30 p.m, so already ate earlier. Ah, I see. Is this like a religion or culture fasting, or simply for health? Because I have no idea, but like some of my Indian flatmates these days, they have a fasting as well. Yeah, they told me about that. So these days, you know what? They are like waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning. And then it like what my flatmate told me is that basically you have to like there's like a universal time. Like it's not depending on time zone, but like there's a universal time that everyone eats at the same time, and then you just eat one meal per day, and that lasts for the whole month. Yeah, so these days, as I said, I have no idea why I woke up so early in the morning, usually around 4 a.m. And then I would just like walk in the kitchen and then, you know, start to try to prepare my breakfast and stuff. And yeah, and so it comes by accidents that these days, like during this week, basically every single morning I'll bump into my flatmate preparing his only meal during the day. Yeah, and that's when I was introduced by this fasting thing. I really respect that. I mean, I did do fasting before as well, but that's purely because of health issues. You slept for 16 hours. God. How many hours are there in a day? 24 hours. You're sleeping in 16 of them. Are you so tired? Why are you so tired? Have you been staying up late the day beforehand? Please take care, Race. Please take care, or I will be sad. Maybe pain that's from last slept before. Yeah, that's why I'm asking. What were you doing the day beforehand? Are you staying up late and to play games? Or are you working on something else? But these days I can't really stay up late because like when I wake up, I don't know why, like I really don't know why, but when I wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning, you know, and then basically when it was like around 9 to 10 p.m. in the evening, like my body battery has already drained fully, and I have no other choice but to shut myself down on my bed.
Teddy Barrymore, hello. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hello. Hello. Nice to meet you.
Usually sleep at 10 p.m. and wake up at 5 a.m. for breakfast before sunset. That's the ideal routine, you know. That's amazing routine. I say I only sleep for 7 hours.
Yeah, hello. Yo, welcome.
I only slept for 7 hours during fasting month instead of 8 hours. I do think fasting would affect your sleeping quality, right? Kind of. Because like I've heard that when you have like a little bit of food in your stomach before you go to sleep will like increase your sleeping quality. Maybe like a little bit of starch. But yeah. That's what I heard. But these days I have a very unhealthy diet. Like because of my very packed school schedule.
Hello River and hello Kiki. Hello, welcome.
And yeah, because of my very intense and insanely packed schedule. So yeah, let me introduce to you guys one of my schedules during the past week. So yeah, for newcomers, I'm actually a PhD candidate currently, so I'm still a full-time student, so that's the consequence of that is that I'm only able to stream during weekends, because during weekdays, oh god, my timetable is insane. It's insanely packed. So one of the days is that, okay, I have 9 to 12 lecture, and then I have 12 to 1 department lunch thing that I have to have lunch with my cohort and also professors. And then 1 to 2 I have a meeting with my supervisor on a project that I'm currently working on. And then from 2 to 4 I have another lecture. And then 4 to 5 I have a reading group stuff. So basically students who have like a similar research interest, they just gather and then they just share their thoughts or some current progress on research. And I'm not done yet. It's not done yet. So that's 4 to 5, right? And then 5 to 6 and also 6 to 7 I have 2 teaching sessions. So 2 1 hour per each teaching sessions. And then I'm not done yet. So I think my day ends at 7. Not yet. So at 7:30 I attend like an orchestra performance. I do not perform. I just like bought the ticket to enjoy the show. And hello, Papa Bloody Bear. I love your name, by the way. Yeah, you're so cute. Why do you change your name? Oh my goodness. Komeini, Kocho, hello. Yeah, I love the fact that you change it in a way that it actually is better. Hello. Oh wow, there are a lot of new people today. You're cute, I'm not. Okay, fine. I'm actually not as well. Am I cute? Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, back to the schedule. Yeah, so the concert was like from 7:30 to 9:30, something like that, I remember. 2 hours with the intermission thing. And yeah, basically that's all for my day. And I have a non-stop schedule. I didn't even have my lunch since I just had my breakfast before my 9 a.m. class, and then all the way to 9:30 p.m. and I finally can get back home to sleep.
Yippee! Yippee!
I just claim Little Nightmare for free. For free? Oh my goodness. Why did I even purchase that? No, I'm joking. I think I still haven't finished the game. I have streamed that for I'm not sure did I even pass half of that still. But I did stream for once or twice, I forgot. Beautiful avatar, thank you. I love my avatar as well. Yeah, I love my avatar as well. And a really fun fact is that most of my items are actually from gachas like 2 to 3 years ago. Yeah. I think I started using the reality app at somewhere 2022. Somewhere post-COVID. Yeah, like when we are all trapped inside our home, you know, and we have nothing else to do but build up our like virtual life with our virtual friends here. And then by that time I discovered the app of reality, you know. But still, I remember the days when I was streaming, I was so insecure. Like even I'm actually not, you know, streaming as a real person, but like through my avatar. But still, yeah, like I would be, you know, so considering, oh no, would that be like security issues? Will the app actually, you know, steal my information about like my face show and then all of that stuff about my voice and stuff? And then I was like, ah, but still, because like I met really amazing people here, and then kind of I just want to keep doing it. So yeah. So yeah. I just joined your Discord server. I never used to join servers, but these days I do. You know what? Even I do have a server. I actually started using Discord because some of my viewers say that it would be better if I have a Discord server for like all my viewers can have a platform to communicate, or there's a platform for me to, announce something about my schedule of streams or other stuff, But beforehand, I have no experience on Discord as well, at all. And to be really honest, I am not really a social media person as well. So it took me quite a period to get used to how to respond, like how frequent should I respond to people's chats. yeah and I always got complaints about how late I respond to messages, which is so bad.
Hello, Riskun. Happy Ramadan. Hello. Happy Ramadan.
Though I don't really know what that is, but yeah, please teach me. But
yeah, happy. Happy.
I think it's a religion festival thing, right? And then that's the thing why the fasting thing. Yeah, I just have like limited knowledge by my flatmates, so I was missing things. I couldn't be consistent watching ads to get coins. Being busy with work really made inconsistent getting coins. Getting coins, you know what? I just gave up getting coins in Reality app anymore because, as I mentioned about my schedule, I don't really have time to even, open my Reality app during the weekdays. And all I can do is like I can only use the app to stream during the weekends. And so I gave up like getting new stuff anymore. Basically, all the stuff that I'm currently having is like majority of them, I'll say, were from gachas like 2 to 3 years ago. But I'm glad they actually fit well, so yeah, I like them. Her voice matured. She sounded way younger before, really. I'm not sure is that a good news or bad news. but actually, like since actually quite small, I discovered my voice is not quite similar with my peers. Like it's not that feminine. I don't know why. Is it kind of deeper than my girl friends? No. How do I say female friends? Yeah, whatever. My English is not Englishing today, but whatever. You know what I mean. Yeah. We were busy talking about being broke in the Discord server. Couldn't afford PC build. Yes. And that's entirely why I still cannot have my live 2D figure until now. No, it's not like it's not the sole reason. I have to admit that I do not have the time to to find commissions and to actually invest on creating my own figure. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. But I do have the plan. Okay, I do have the thought at least. In future, I really want to develop my own live 2D model, so I do not have to depend on the Reality app anymore. But despite saying that, I think I will still remain most of the characteristics I have currently with Komeini, because Komeini is still Komeini, and this avatar itself and all the characteristics I currently have basically have accompanied me for these years and all of you guys, so it really means a lot to me,
Heh.
How are you, Komeini? Busy, but happy. I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning, which I don't know why. It was before my alarm, but I had a really productive morning, and I finished one of the proposal. I submitted it, and I had a meeting with my professor before the stream. So far life is kind of demanding, but I think I'm getting used to that. I will hardly chat on your server bar or join voice call. Voice call, you know what? I don't think that actually happened. Maybe you can start. I think someone will join. and no worries on like not chatting constantly. Is that the word? Yeah, on the server, because neither do I. I'm day 17. Yeah, like this is I've heard from a flatmate that you guys have to, you know, fast, like the fasting lasts for a month, right? And it's currently day 17, right? So how many days still? So 13 days, right? We're both the only Muslim here, Riz. I'm not sure. There might be more. Do you game? I do. Believe me, I do. In fact, I do love to play games. The fact is, I can't really stream while playing, limited by my computer capacity right now. Which brings back to our topic about us being broke, that we cannot afford a good PC. And yeah, you know, my laptop is like nearly 7 years old right now, and I'm still depending on that solely on all my academic purposes, and also streaming stuff, and also gaming and whatever. So yeah, it is actually carrying a lot. But yeah, I see the aging in it, and actually I am actively doing research on getting like planning at least to get a new laptop, maybe somewhere in the summer. Yeah, but yeah, we were discussing in the server actually, that I think ultimately I will get like a PC and a laptop, because like if I want to play games while streaming, and if I want to, you know, as well, you know, have my live 2D model, and have my Discord server open, and also chat and things open, like the windows in the meantime, that will be very demanding. And if I want to, you know, put everything inside a laptop, that will require a really high-end laptop. And I think a better way, or a more budget way, you know, is to separate the features between the laptop and a PC. So what I was thinking about is, yeah, you know, get a laptop for my academic purposes, and for other stuff, go for a PC. But still, yeah, it's not the final decision yet, and I still have to do research on that. I think Komeini stands to say.
Yeah, really? Really? I have a lot of voices, in fact.
You sound more womanly now. Oh, really?
Really? Wow, I guess you sound like a cat. Meow. Meow. Meow.
I can be whatever you want. You just remember I existed. That's enough. That's enough. At least you remember I existed. That means so much to me already. Because like, I mean, to be really honest, really honest, I'm just like a random stranger appearing in the internet that sometimes stream. I'm not really constantly streaming it even. So I mean, you still remember me? That means a lot to me. The maturity in the voice are different. Do you like it then? Oh god. I just followed Shu again. If I start it, I might be showing off my games. Yeah, when I really get a new PC, okay, when I really get a new computer, be it a laptop or a PC, that is able for me to stream my games, I will play a lot. I love to play games. But yeah, if you go visit my YouTube channel and see some of the really chaotic streams before, they might be very laggy because of the quality, as I said, because my potato laptop can't really handle the OBS studio and also the YouTube studio, and also launching the game itself. So all I can do in the previous streams was like playing some very minor or like lightweight games, and yeah, so I did play some of them. But if like I upgrade my computer in the future, there are too many things I want to do, like if like I actually have another idea, like because I watch some of the VTuber streams as well sometimes, and there's something that there's like a camera that you can like actually show what you're doing in real life, and I really want to do that as well. That's so fun. Then we can actually do stuff that beyond what the computer can do, right? We can actually cook or like make cookies. Maybe we can play puzzles. I don't know, but there are too many things that I want to do. You should make Epic Game account so you could claim game each week. I think I currently have that. Is that Epic Games or not? Oh, Steam. No, yeah, that's Steam. Yeah. See, I even confused the name. Yeah, I think I've created a Steam account, but I didn't create for Epic Games yet. Or did I? Well, was like League of Legends in Epic Games. I remember I downloaded that once or not. I really forgot. I play on my Xbox Series and PS5. Oh, you got both of them. You know what? The only game controller is that the name that I have is like the Nintendo Switch. But you know what? It's currently not with me right now because I'm currently studying abroad alone, and then my family is like still staying in Hong Kong. So I left my Nintendo there so that majority of my family members can play with that. So I do not have anyone. I do not have anything with me right now. Oh, Risco, you have already left. Oh my! I finally stopped into this message. Bye, Komeini, stay beautiful. Thank you, Risco, and stay handsome. Thank you. I just texted you in your server, but your phone didn't ping. Because I have muted everything when I'm streaming. Come on. That makes sense, right? Tilly Green, hello, welcome to stream. Oh, thank you for following. Thank you. That makes sense, right? Because like I have to project my screen to the YouTube stream about, right? Right. Because like otherwise, like all of them, like my personal messages showing on the screen, like, and then streaming publicly. No way. Usually during my stream, I muted everything. Oh well, but I have to confess, like not even in my stream, I do mute my phone as well. So that's why my friends are always complaining that they can never find me. Like I think if I ever pick up a phone call from my friend, that just happened if I just like I just happen to be using my phone, because otherwise I will not be answering the phone at all. Read your bio. Let me see. What? Is that from a poem or something? Or you wrote it? Sorry about my limited knowledge. Your personal ones, is it something that I don't know, but being too exposed is not a good thing, right? After all, Komeini is becoming famous these days. I have like over 100 subscribers now, which is like, oh wow, so famous that I can't handle. I'm a celebrity right now, and I do need a little room of privacy. No, I'm joking. Go like, oh my god. Oh my goodness. My brain is not functioning well. Forgive me. I have been waking up since 4, and then I have been working my proposal non-stop, and then I had a meeting, and then I just finished that like right before my stream. So yeah, forgive me. You're currently 11:44. Is that at night? I think it's at night, right? If that's 11, yeah, 11:44 p.m., right? Are you going to sleep, Sean? When do you usually go to sleep? These days I'm trying to be healthy, you know. I try to force myself not to stay up late. 8 a.m. Oh! Where are you from then? Wait. I better not to guess, but... Yeah. You had your lunch already? Or you're going to prepare some? You're from Brazil. Wow. I barely met any Brazilian here in my stream. Nice to meet you. The only way for me to stay healthy is get enough sleep and also less eating. Wait, Race, was that us talking about dipping bread in milk and like chocolate stuff? Was that you? I always confuse with like conversations that like with who I'm having that conversation with. But I just remember the conversation itself. So basically, I remember in one of my streams, we were talking about there are some people like to dip bread inside milk. Yeah, it was you. Yeah, and then I banned the idea. Yeah. So yeah, when you were saying that you know, being healthy, I think being healthy, the first thing you have to do is stop doing that. Okay, chocolate peanut butter on bread and then dip in milk. No, ban that, and then you'll be healthy. Komeini should try it. You will be ascended to the sky. Really? Really? I doubt. I better to have all of them separate alone. I have some chocolate spread on my bread, and then I consume it, and then I drink my milk. That is good. Thanks. You're still doing it. Not you see. That's why that's a very unhealthy habit. So the first thing, like before having enough sleep, the first thing you have to do is stop dipping your bread into milk. I guess it's a Malaysian thing. Yeah. Malaysian is that Milo, right? Do you guys drink a lot of Milo? I really like Milo, by the way. And I've seen like an IG reel before, like there's some Malaysian like making fun because like they know they always scoop a lot of Milo powder inside the mug. Like usually the recommend portion is like 1 scoop, and then you just like mix it with hot water or milk or stuff. But like they just never have enough scoops of Milo. They just scoop non-stop until like the whole mug is like full of powder. But that is really relatable because like I think in my childhood I tend to do the same as well, you know, because like when I was small, usually when you're small, and then your parents will prepare breakfast for you, right? And then usually you'll be given like a piece of bread or like some milk or like some powder or stuff that, you know, like they will prepare. Let's say if your parents like preparing Milo for you, they will not let you to mix the powder with the milk yourself, but rather they will just like scoop, like get out the tin and then scoop a scoop of Milo to your mug, and then to mix it with milk, and then serve the mug to you, and then they will get back and like put the tin back into the cupboard, and then the cupboard is always so high, and then you know, you're never able to reach the tin when you're small, right? But I was such a sweet tooth, and then I really loved Milo. And I still remember once I just like pull a chair into the kitchen and try to climb up to the cupboard, you know, and to grab the tin by myself. And I just add massive amount of Milo powder into my mug so that I can, you know, enjoy the richness of chocolate. I still remember that. But Milo is really my childhood. And there's also other versions in Hong Kong. It's not really Milo, but in terms of like breakfast drinks, like these kind of chocolatey things. We have like Ovaltine, if you've had of that, and that is amazing as well. Again, you mix with hot water or milk if you prefer. Yeah, these are really childhood memories. I really love them. But like when I grow up, I gradually discovered like the sugar content in them, and then I reduced my consumption of them. It was started with protein shake as meme. Yeah, I've heard. I've seen that protein shake meme as well. Like they usually blend it, right? They have a really huge blender, and then they're like, okay, the first step you have to do is like one scoop of protein, and then you like crush in banana, crush in whatever you want, and then the second thing is that another scoop of protein, and then you add water, and then you start like crushing it with the blender and stuff. And the third step, and then you add another scoop of protein, and just non-stop. And then even after drinking the really thick, like a milkshake, and then final step is like you scoop one scoop of protein into your mouth. I think there's like another version of cheese as well. Like when people, enter an Italian restaurant, and then the server was like coming over, do you want some extra cheese on your pizza? And then they were just saying, yeah, please, more of them. And then the server like the waiter, and then added more and more and more cheese on the pizza until like it was like a mountain of that. Yeah, tell me when to stop. More please. These are really funny. I can't really get enough of these. There's an alternative to Milo. It's called Belgian chocolate. Yeah, like the red tin, right? Is it that one? I think I have drank that one as well, but not in my childhood, but right after I come to the UK. In Malaysia we put cheese on everything. Fried chicken cheese, and then French fries cheese on that burger. Yeah, and those kind of cheese is not like solid cheese, but you have like those kind of liquid cheese sauce or something like that. You just dip the whole burger into the cheese sauce. Yeah. I've seen that in some mukbangs thing. I never seen that in my childhood. Yeah. I think I've never tried them in person as well. I've only seen them in like videos of how people are enjoying them. Oh no, fried banana as well? Fried banana, I think it'd go better with cinnamon, right? Cinnamon and sugar. Or chocolate dip. I prefer that than cheese. Cheese is kind of salty, and banana is like sweet, right? Cheese goes, yeah, pizza, pasta. What else? Tteokbokki as well, I think. The Korean rice cake. That matches very well as well. I like fried banana with ketchup. Ketchup! Oh god, we gonna have a debate again. Ew, with soy sauce. Fried banana? You serious? Serious? Okay, Race, we're gonna have a debate. After the dipping or not dipping issue, now we have the like fried banana with soy sauce or not issue. No. Never. But I've heard, in fact, that some people put soy sauce on ice cream, like those kind of like soft cones, and then they said like it actually matched well. I have no idea. I've never tried that, but maybe. I don't know. You punch white onion with several small chili into soy sauce. Goes good with fried banana? Serious? Okay. I mean, it might be good comparing to dipping bread into milk. Less convincing, but still, I not fully objection. For me, I like those pancakes with banana and Nutella. Yeah, if you're saying about desserts with bananas, the combo never misses. It really hits me every single time. Like those crepes with bananas, and then with Nutella, with chocolate drizzle. Sometimes if there's like a scoop of ice cream as well, vanilla. Oh, that would be amazing. That's my go-to if like I ever attend to like a street food station or whatever. You haven't eaten ice cream for a long time. Neither do I. It's winter currently. Come on. But these days, I don't know. Maybe I'm in the UK and like I barely have any alternatives to eat. I mostly cook my own stuff, and in that sense, I become so healthy. I barely eat out these days. I think during the whole year, I've only eaten out like within 10 times. I mostly just cook my own rice, you know, cook my own veggies and meat. That's all. That's all. I wish to stay in cold countries so my fat could be used for good. Yeah. Since in Asia, fat is doing nothing other than making me fat. No. But I think the weather does matter as well. Like if you're in Asia, the temperature is just so hot that makes you don't really have a very high appetite to eat a lot of stuff. So yeah, in both ways. I mean, yeah, because like if I gain a little bit of fat when I was still in Hong Kong, I would feel so unwell because like I feel, you know, very bulky, and then I'll be sweating maybe because of the very humid and hot weather, and then I just want to, you know, get to diet. But these days, I don't know. I do not like. I still have like a diet, but it's not very restrictive comparing to when I was in Hong Kong. Yeah, maybe. And I think it's also affected by people surrounding you, right? When I was in Hong Kong, there are a lot of girls that was like shorter or tinier than me, and it's like comparing to them, and I just feel like I'm like I can't be really fat, you know. But when I am here, like even if I gain a little bit of weight, I'm still the most tiniest person among my cohorts, or like among the people when I'm walking on the streets. So it makes me less anxious, to be really honest. Oliver, hello, welcome to stream. How are you doing so far? And by the way, I love your icon. I love the way that you just like, you know, draw the anonymous icon by yourself.
Yeah.
I wish I could get a better job where I could sit in aircon room and only eat once a day. As for diet, only eat after work. Wouldn't you be, you know, lacking energy during work then? I mean, for me, if I only have the chance to eat one meal per day, I prefer that to be in the morning, because like right after I wake up, and then I'll get fueled by the breakfast, and then that can sustain my whole day, and then I might be very hungry before sleep, but I'm sleeping anyway, so that's fine for me. And in fact, that was like I sustained these for a month or so last year, during the period when I was like in extreme stress during school. But yeah, but then my my weight was like hitting recordly low during that period, which is not very healthy. I think in the sense that kind of the bones are showing their shapes already. And yeah, my family was so concerned about that. But yeah, this is no longer an issue now. I think that currently I have like 2 meals per day usually. It's somewhere right after I wake up, and then somewhere later in the afternoon. But yeah, when the days, you know, during like the schedule I've just mentioned, when I have no room to have my lunch at all, that might happen. Just one meal a day.
Yeah.
Good. I've been streaming for an hour a day. I can never get enough talking with you guys. Like, time really flies. So, what's the plan for the evening? I think I might have to get back to work because there's still another referee report that I have to finish, and I haven't even started to read the paper, which is chaotic, and I don't like the paper, so I'm keep procrastinating. So yeah, I really have to get to work. Too much energy. You sure? You sure? But I do admit that I charge a little bit when I am streaming, because like streaming is kind of like a very relaxing moment for me, because I you know, I'm talking with you guys safely, like in the sense that I don't have to, you know, be very, I don't know how to use the word appropriately, but I don't really have to, you know, pull up a lot of energy to pretend something that I am not used to, or someone that I not really am. But yeah, you know what I mean. I can't really rephrase. But yeah, so yeah, I think unfortunately I have to get back to work because I have to submit the report quite soon, and I haven't even started reading, which is bad. And yeah, tomorrow will be a busy day again. I have to go to church in the morning, and then in the evening I will have to play basketball with my friends.
Yeah, Emmy.
So I better to work a bit this evening and to sleep a bit earlier, so that I have enough energy again for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah, good luck with your work.
Thank you, Raze. Thank you.
It always means a lot to me when you guys are here and you know, staying in my stream and talking with me.
So thank you very much, people. I appreciate that a lot, and I love you guys so much. So much. Mwah. Thank you.
So I will see you guys soon. Next week. But actually my semester ends soon, and I will soon get into my Easter holiday. If that's the case, I might be able to stream a little bit more. But we'll see. I'll tell you guys, okay?
Okay? Yeah, sure.
Have a really wonderful night, or sleep, or evening, or afternoon, or the day ahead. I'll see you guys soon in the next stream, and please take good care of yourself, drink more water, stay happy, and if you're sleeping, dream of me.
See you guys. Bye.